Clear the pump, please. Swimmers, clear the pool, please. Warm-up time is now over. Clear the pool, please. Clear the pool, please. Swimmer. Clear the pool.
Well, ladies and gents, a very good morning and welcome to the London Aquatic Centre for the Kent ASA Swimming Championships 2025. Very shortly we'll be welcoming our first set of swimmers to poolside for the start of what is a very packed schedule here this morning. We'll be starting off with the girls 400 freestyle and then rattling through the action through the heat stages of the rest of our events before the finals to conclude what is session 2 of these championships. Right, I am based on poolside this morning, ladies and gents, so I can't see you, but I'm hoping to hear you. So who's looking forward to this morning? Oh, that's pitiful. I bet you were louder for the 1500s last week. Ladies and gents, are you ready for this morning? That's a bit better. We'll warm you up as the morning goes on. Okay, ladies and gents, without further ado, please welcome to poolside this morning our referees, volunteers and team of technical officials. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your referee, Leslie Mahendra Kumar. Deputy referee, Jenny Lonsborough. Deputy referee, Matthew Hewell. Deputy referee, Chris Harding. Deputy referee, Keith Rochier. Your starter, Paul Kohler. And starter, Jan Annan. Officials, you may be seated. So it's a very good morning to all those inside the London Aquatic Centre. It's also a warm welcome as well to all those watching on the live stream today. All of the action over the course of this weekend will be available to watch live and on demand whenever you like after the championships have concluded as well. So do make sure anyone you know who can't be here in the capital this weekend has got the live stream, got everything they need to cheer on whoever they're watching out for over the course of this weekend. And very shortly, we'll be getting the action underway. Our first event is the girls 10 years and over 400 metre freestyle, Heat 1. This is the first heat of 11 getting us underway in the first event of this morning. at the Kent ASA Swimming Championships 2025. The girls 400 free. Full complement in the pool for this one, and starting off as we look on the far side, lane 0 from White Cliffs is Isla Boatman. In 1 from Saxon Crown, Jessica Millett. Kayla Fornasia of RTW Monson is in lane 2. She's got quite a few teammates with her in this first heat as well. Edie Butler of Maidstone in lane 3. Down the middle in lane 4, where it's already pretty interesting, we have RTW Monson's Matilda Palmer. She's alongside Rose Irwin, and it's a big happy birthday to Rose, turning 11 years old today. And so far, a good start to her birthday in lane 5. Over the halfway point of this 400 free. Alongside her in lane 6 from Bromley is Nia Michael. RTW Monson's Fern Snedden is in lane 7. She's an S6 paraswimmer. Lane 8 from Beckenham is Nicole Martinita. 9 from Ashford, S9 paraswimmer, is Elia Fleischer. All eyes on the central lanes at the moment. Going neck and neck, and Matilda Palmer and the birthday girl Rose Irwin. They'll be well aware of one another as teammates from RTW Monson, and there was only a couple of seconds between them in their entry times. Is Matilda Palmer, who looks like she's getting stronger as this heat goes on, ahead of Rose Irwin. Currently in 3rd spot is Edie Butler in lane 3. Fine swimming from Matilda Palmer in lane 4. In she comes and stops the clock dead at 5:32.49. Considerable progress from her entry time, a whole 8 seconds. And likewise Rose Irwin as well, 5:37.15. Big improvement from the time that she came to these championships with. 3rd spot, Edie Butler. Nia Michael not far behind at all in the end, getting a time of 5:49.16. So the fastest 4 coming into this first heat end up being the fastest 4 at the end of it. Matilda Palmer, 5:32.49, the best of them, and the early pace setter in this event. Always a grueling way to start the weekend, so big well done to all these girls as they come into the wall. In lane 9, S9 paraswimmer from Ashford, Elia Fleischer. just coming in now as well into the final few meters. Big kicks from her towards the wall. Great encouragement from the crowd as well, touching in just a shred over 7 minutes, 7:01:09. Heat 2. Let's take a look at the lineup for Heat 2. In 0 from Herne Bay is Olive Kay. In 1 from Edenbridge is Eliza Smakaj. 2 from Sevenoaks, Evie Van Beers. 3 and from Bromley is Alice Jarvis. Abigail Pickup goes down the centre in lane 4. She's from White Oak. 5 and leading the way at these early stages, Annabelle Chevis of Herne Bay. 6 from RTW Monson is Safia Chaturvedi. 7 and from Sevenoaks is Lily Burton. Eve Sedgwick from Saxon Crown goes in lane 8. And in lane 9 on the near side from Beckenham is Matilda Bartlett. Matilda turning 12 years old today. A big happy birthday from all those at Beckenham for Matilda. And what better way to kick off your 12th birthday than to throw yourself into a 400-metre freestyle. It's Annabelle Chevis in lane 5, who started out great guns for this one. It's already getting a bit of a kick going, trying to fend off Abigail Pickup. There's just a couple of seconds between them with their entry times around the 5:20 mark. Always expect them to go that little bit quicker in a competitive environment in these county championships and in such an iconic venue as well. It really does give them that extra push to shave off those seconds and see how big of a PB they may potentially be able to get in this one. So it's still Annabelle Chevis leading Abigail Pickup. The rest of the pool not too far spread out either. That could be pretty close as they push one another in the final quarter of this one. Safia Chaturvedi in lane 6, who's currently third fastest, also trying to push to be in the fastest trio. Lane 3, Alice Jarvis also looking towards the near side, and Neve Cedric in lane 8 as well. Not much between them, and very little between our front two, who are both giving it absolutely everything. Great battling this between Annabelle Chevis in lane 5 and Abigail Pickup in lane 4. It may only be a heat, but they only get one chance to swim this race. There'll be no finals in the 400 free. It is now or never. And these two giving it absolutely everything as they come in towards the wall. What brilliant racing between the two of them. Abigail Pickup just over half a second in the end, ahead of Annabelle Chevis. And the two of them absolutely flat out after that one. Brilliant stuff, right to the death. Safia Chaturvedi in third position and Neve Cedric in fourth. Heat 3. Just to bring you notification of a DQ in Heat 2, Lane 5. So DQ in Heat 2, Lane 5. The winning time in that previous heat was 5:22.96 for Abigail Pickup of White Oak. Big well done to her. She is the quickest out of the opening two heats so far. Long way to go in this event, with 11 heats in total, including the last of them, which will be ran as the timed final. The fastest 10 who qualified for this event go head to head. Heat 3, lane 0 from Orpington is S. Ideals Bun Clark. In 1 from Thanet, Savannah Ellerington. 2, representing Bromley, is Chloe Mancarius. 3 from Herne Bay is Jolene Volavka. Sevenoaks' Mia Moss is in 4. 5 from RTW Monson is Sumyin Miriam Fok. 6 from Sheerness, Maisie Butler. And 7, and out like a flash so far from Thanet is Elsie Leach. Lane 8 from White Oak is Emily Stupart. And in 9 from Beckenham, Isla May Sennell. Very interesting dynamic to this heat so far. The near 3 lanes totally spread out. The rest of the pool pretty bunched up. So it'll be interesting to see how that develops over the final few lengths of this heat. Elsie Leach at the moment with no sign of letting up, and she's not really got her legs involved in this one so far yet, which suggests she's still got quite a bit left in the tank. We will see. The latest split 4:29.11. She's well over 4 seconds ahead of Emily Stupart in lane 8, who's currently the second quickest. The fastest entrant in this heat was Mia Moss in lane 4, 5:17.4 the time. But Elsie Leach touched it in there at 5:07.88. Fantastic swim from Elsie there. And Emily Stupart will be very happy with that as well. 5:12.76. Fastest 6, all going well under 5:20. Heat 4. And all remaining 400-metre freestyle swimmers, that's all remaining female 400-metre freestyle swimmers, please go to the marshal area, thank you. All swimmers that are yet to swim the female 400-metre freestyle, please make your way to the marshalling area. Great swim then from Elsie Leach in heat 3. 5:07.88 was her time. By far the quickest in this event so far. And in fact, if she'd entered with that time, she would have been in heat 5 for this one. So that just shows how big a step up that was from her. Excellent swimming. Not just from her, but plenty of those in that previous heat. Some big PBs across the board and plenty to come, I'm sure, in this one. We're in lane 0 from Folkestone. We have Chi Savage. In 1 from Bexley is Zofia Novavka. Lanes 2 and 3, the Bromley teammates, Amelia Good and Martha Rickard. Georgia Norley of Maidstone goes down in lane 4. Alongside her in 5 from Greenwich is Sophie Deasley. In 6 is Anya Agrawal. Elizabeth Sanders is in 7 alongside her Greenwich teammate Isabel Healy. And in lane 9 from Bromley is Taya Kempton. Nice start in lane 4 from Georgia Norley of Maidstone. She's got a good gap between her and this half of the pool on the near side, but trying to keep close attention to her. In lane 3 is Martha Rickard of Bromley. They're neck and neck in lanes 5 and 6. Sophie Deasley and Anya Agrawal. Georgia Norley well on course then in lane 4. Trying to squeeze out everything that she has left in her locker. Martha Rickard has been with her pretty much all of the way, but not enough to overturn that lead there for Georgia Norley. 5:02.82 is the time for the Maidstone swimmer. 5:05.4 for Martha Rickard. Both significant improvements for the two of them. They'll be delighted with that. Anya getting 5:11 on the dot as well. She's in the fastest trio for that heat. Sophie Deasley in 4th on 5:12.98. Heat 5.
Take your marks.
Heat 5 underway in this female 10 years and over 400 metre freestyle. Warm welcome to all those watching on the live stream, going around the world here from the London Aquatic Centre. Live coverage of the Kent ASA Swimming Championships 2025. Make sure you tell family and friends all about it, wherever they are, and they can tune in and watch all the action as it unfolds over the course of this weekend. Nearly at the midway point of, for these girls, the grueling 400 free. Some excellent times so far. And if it goes to form, we should dip under 5 minutes for the first time in this race. Let's see. In lane 0 from Sevenoaks, we have Chloe Himsley. Lane 1 from RTW Monson, S10 swimmer Kelly Ann Warrington. In 2 from Dover is Ava Cook. Ella Kerda of Orpington is in 3. In 4 from Maidstone, Bryony Young. 5 from Black Lion, Jessica Goodwin. 6 is Bromley's Alice Brooks. 7 from Maidstone is El Spalak Pocharin. In 8 from Maidstone, Lottie Ball. And in 9 from Bexley is Nancy Jeffries. Pretty spread pull with lane 1. Kellyanne Warrington, RTW Monson, largely having the better start, but you can see emerging down the middle. Our fastest entrant for this heat, Bryony Young of Maidstone, showing some teeth and showing why she entered this event. 5:02.8, similar time to what we've just seen from Georgia Norley in the previous heat. Now starting to welcome some of our older competitors in this event now. Good mixed bag in the pool, which is always good for some of the younger age groups as well, to test themselves against their older peers. Right, might get a clue now as to what sort of times we'll be looking at here. Lane 4, Bryony Young leading the way for Maidstone. Lane 7 as well, going well for Maidstone is Spalak Putacharan. Closing the gap really in this final straight. Right, let's have a look at that winning time then. Bryony Young, 5:01.2. Great swim. Heat 6.
Take your marks.
Just an announcement for swimmers. If you wish to use the warm down facility, you'll find it in the training pool. That will be this end of the training pool, and it's for warm down use only. So if you wish to warm down, please do so in the training pool. That's this end of the training pool, and it's a warm down only. Thank you. Without further ado then, let's meet our swimmers in Heat 6. In 0 from Ashford is Tilly Pollard. In 1 from RTW Monson, Grace Holmes. 2 from Tunbridge is Sum Ye Se. In 3 from Sittingbourne is Chloe Linder. 4 from Sevenoaks is Esme Stanley. And 5 from Maidstone, Isabel May. In 6 from Beckenham is Holly Denny. Penelope Hines of Bexley is in 7. In 8 from Dover is Rosie Hollands. And in lane 9 from Edenbridge is Holly Culvert. We've had a few times knocking on the door of breaking the 5-minute mark now. As we surpass the halfway point of this event, will this be the time to do it? Smashing start from Tilly Pollard on the outside lane, lane 0 from Ashford. Leading the charge against the rest of the pool. It's very much scattered behind her. Lane 4, Esme Stanley of Sevenoaks. And in between them, lane 2, Sum Yao Se of Tunbridge. He's jostling up among the front 3 as well. A really tight battle on the near side. Can't take your eyes off Rosie Hollands and Holly Calvert. Both in black caps and both very close to one another indeed. Both in the same age group as well. So when it comes to comparing final times, they'll be in the same bracket as one another. Take our eyes from the near side to the far side. That is where we have our leader in Heat 6, Tilly Pollard of Ashford, who is not letting up at all. Big final stretch for her. 25 to go. Still Esme Stanley of Sevenoaks in second spot. And Sum Yao Se of Tunbridge keeping herself in the argument at the front. Rosie and Holly on the near side, still neck and neck. But it's Tilly Pollard in lane 0 who touches in. What a fine performance. 4:55.61 for Tilly Pollard. Nearly 7 seconds better than that of her entry time. Esme Stanley dips well under the 5-minute mark as well. 4:58.76. In fact, the front 5 all under 5 minutes. Heat 7.
Take your marks.
Please, can we have swimmers for the boys 100-metre backstroke? That's the next event, 2:02. If you're in the first 10 heats of that event, please make your way to the marshalling area. So that's the first 10 heats for the next event, 2:02, the boys 100-metre backstroke. If you're in any of those first 10 heats, please make your way to the marshalling area. Thank you. So 4:55.61, the best time in this event so far, set in the previous heat by Tilly Pollard. And if any of these 10 swimmers are to better that, then they would be improving on their entry time. We have in lane 0 from Maidstone, Ruby Waller. 1 from Tunbridge, Lily Cook. 2 from RTW Monson is May Davies. And 3 from Sevenoaks, Fern Gray. 4 from Greenwich is Isla Turner. Isabel Savage of Maidstone is in lane 5. In 6 from Sevenoaks is Erin Davey. Lane 7 from Tunbridge is Isla Owen. Anna Collins is from Herne Bay and she's in lane 8. And in 9 from Thanet is Sophia Kaloudis. May Davies in lane 2 is the one taking the responsibility, going out there and leading the charge. Good long strokes from her, and she gets 3:39.11 on the latest split. About 4 seconds ahead of Isla Owen in lane 7, who's in second, but you can see there's about 4 swimmers pretty much level in that regard. Isla Rowan in lane 7, just ahead of Erin Davey in lane 6, and then lanes 4 and 3, Isla Turner and Fern Gray are pretty much matching each other stroke for stroke right now. But none of them closing the gap on May Davies. And on that latest turn, you could just see how much pull she has around her out there in lane 2. 4:58.4 was her entry time. And she's going to batter it as she comes into the wall now. 4:53.73 for May Davies of RTW Monson. Isla Owen in second. Erin Davey getting the 3rd fastest time, 4:59.26. The top 3 all under 5 minutes. Heat 8.
Take your marks.
Please, coaches and swimmers, do pay attention. If you are in the next event, in the opening 10 heats of the boys 100 metre backstroke, you need to make your way to the marshalling area, please. That's all swimmers for the next event, the boys 100 metre backstroke. If you're in the first 10 heats, you need to be in the marshalling area. If your swimmer is not present for your heat, they will not swim. So please make sure they are there in good time. Thank you. Well, these 10 swimmers have had no problems with getting here on time. Heat 8, full complement in the pool. Lane 0 from Black Lion is Amelia Macy. In 1 from Thanet is Eva Baraka. In 2 from Bexley is Emily Danage. 3, and representing Beachfield, is Margot Coates. 4 from Sevenoaks, Amelia Tovey. 5 from Thanet is Evie Potticary. And 6 from Maidstone is Catherine Irwin. And 7 from Dartford, Natasha Brightwell. 8 from Beckenham is Isla Crawford. And Freya Sheard of Saxon is in lane 9. Well, Amelia Tovey on a mission in this heat. Lane 4, well ahead of everybody else. Pretty much a race between her and the clock now. She entered this event on 4:52.54. If she gets that, she'll be the fastest in the event so far, but she's going to get quicker than it. 25 meters to go. And what a commanding lead she has here. Eyes on the clock as Amelia Tovey touches in 4:43.38. Great swimming, pushing herself all the way. Freya Sheard, second quickest, 4:49.84. Isla Crawford on 4:52.9. But Amelia Tovey is the clear winner of Heat 8, 4:43.38, the best time in the event so far. Heat 9.
Take your marks.
Heat 9. In lane 0 from Maidstone, Chloe Ann Naylor. And 1 from Herne Bay is Jessica Perkins. 2 from Bromley, Sophia Payment. In 3 from Bexley, Emma Compan. Lane 4, youngest in the pool, but quickest entrant in this heat. And on her 13th birthday, happy birthday to Elise Butler. Lane 5 from RTW Monson is Chloe Edwards. 6 from Maidstone is Carmen Jenkins. 7 from Bromley, Jessica Long. 8 from Thanet Swim is Alexa Miles. And a 9 from RTW Monson is Phoebe Gage. Make that 3 birthdays in the opening hour of competition today. Hope they're planning an early night if they're back here again tomorrow. But at least they won't have the 400-metre freestyle to do again. Just a reminder that Heat 11 will be Heat declared winner. Basically, fastest 10 swimming in the time final. Of course, any of the swimmers in any of the heats are able to fly up that respective age group leaderboard depending on the time that they're able to get. Amelia Tovey with the best overall so far, 4:43.38 in that previous heat. It's a time that would have seen her good enough for Heat 10 had she qualified with that. So they are the margins. These are the swimmers looking to better that further. Lane 6, Carmen Jenkins of Maidstone, making good headway on that final turn. Ahead of Chloe Edwards and ahead of Elise Butler. There's a good margin there for Carmen Jenkins, and it's one that she's only trying to increase further as she goes in pursuit of getting that fastest time possible. She entered this event on 4:48.2, and she's going to be under that. 4:44.07 from Carmen Jenkins. Chloe Edwards gets the second fastest time, around 5.5 seconds behind, and Jessica Perkins pipping Elise Butler into the fastest 3. Heat 10. Well, that's the first heat we've had that hasn't gone quicker than the previous one, but it wasn't by a great deal. However, it does mean that Amelia Tovey of Sevenoaks still has the fastest time in the event so far. Penultimate heat, heat number 10 of the girls' 400-metre freestyle. Lane 0 from Thanet is Mariella Ducana. And 1 from Maidstone, Emilia Narkevich. 2 from RTW Monson is Anne Nightingale Ellis. 3 from RTW Monson is Julia Elvidge. Lane 4 from Beckenham is Ellie Lewis. 5 from RTW Monson is Reese Huckle. In 6 from Maidstone, Olivia Norley. 7 from Black Lion, Calissa Bradshaw. Lane 8, Madison Notley. And in lane 9 from Bromley is Mia Hughes. Well, it's pretty tight in the centre. Lane 4, Ellie Lewis of Beckenham. That's the one leading away, but could be an assailable lead if Reese Huckle and Olivia Norley keep applying the pressure like they are at the moment. They're neck and neck in pursuit of the fastest time in this penultimate heat. Decent swim as well, stretching out towards the far side in lane 0, Mariella Decana. She's a long way in the pool away from lane 8, Madison Notley, but in terms of times, very little to separate them two at the moment, less than a second. As we look back towards the front, and will there be anyone in there to stop Ellie Lewis, who has led for the vast majority of this heat, and she's kicking hard now in the final 20. It looks to be hers, this. Olivia Norley and Reese Huckle no longer neck and neck, but neither of them able to break close enough to Ellie Lewis, who touches into the wall with a time of 4:41.04. Olivia Norley and Reese Huckle really close all the way through that, finishing second and third respectively. Heat number 11. Final heat, timed final. Of course, different age categories, so these 10 not directly competing against one another, but of course, whoever beats 4:41.04 here and beats everyone else in the pool will be the best in the event. So plenty to look out for across these 10 lanes as we start from 0. And Tyler J. Thomas goes there. She's in the youngest age group with the pink cap, lane 1. And the first of a plethora of RTW Monson swimmers in this race. We have Bella Jones. She's alongside teammate Lily Della in lane 2. There's Madeline Hyde in lane 3. Going in 4, also from RTW Monson. And setting the best time by far in this event coming into it is Amali Smith, 4:20.53. Elsewhere, Hannah Murphy and Amelia Oliver, also both of RTW Monson. Then we have a pair of Thanet swimmers, Rosie Pope in lane 7, Ivy Haggerty in lane 8. And in lane 9, also from RTW Monson, is Lilia Venezia. Amali Smith in lane 4, fastest on paper, fastest in the pool so far in this race. Currently almost at 4 seconds ahead of teammate Hannah Murphy. Quartet on the far side pretty close to one another. In fact, the one just peeking ahead in front of them in lane 3 is Madeline Hyde, and she's looking like she's in 3rd spot at the moment, almost going parallel the other side of the golden lanes. With her is Amelia Oliver in lane 6. It's down the middle lanes where we have our quickest 2, and Amali Smith well ahead of Hannah Murphy and the rest of the pool right now. Final turn for home for Amali Smith then, splitting there at 3:51. So, how close, if not under, will she be to the entry time she got of 4:25.3? She's well inside the target time to be the fastest in the event. Almost a formality in that sense, but it's all about her against the clock now. She'll just be outside the 4:20 mark, but she touches in at 4:23.49. By far the fastest in this event. Great swimming from Amali Smith. Hannah Murphy, 4:31.68. Second quickest in the event. And completing the fastest trio, Madeline Hyde in lane 3. RTW Monson, the fastest 4 in that final heat, concluding the girls' 400-metre freestyle. Our next event is the boys 100 meter backstroke, heat 1.
Take your marks.
First of 18 heats in this, the boys 100 meter backstroke. And the fastest qualifiers for each of the age groups will be back at the end of the session to swim through the finals. So in lane 3 from Beckenham is Luke Thurgood. In 4 from Erith is Osunowo Sanchez. And in lane 5, RTW Monsters, Joshua Allen. First in, Luke Thurgood, 1:31.43. Heat 2.
Take your marks.
Lane 0 from Black Line is Scott Andrews. In 1 from Thanet Swim is Stanley Keem. 2 from Beckenham is Sebastian Godsk Hansen. In 3 from Greenwich is Harry Gould. 4 from RTW Monson is Casper Chaturvedi. No lane 5. Lane 6 from Herne Bay is Benjamin Hovery. His teammate Sebastian Gasking is in 7. 8 from Folkestone, Ethan Bailey. And in lane 9 from Greenwich is Stanley Phipps. Great noise for these swimmers as they come into home now. Lane 2, Sebastian Godsk Hansen of Beckenham. Just about edging ahead, but on the near side as well. Good swim from Stanley Phipps of Greenwich. So come into the red zone now. Sebastian Godsk Hansen will be the fastest in that heat. 1:29.04. Big improvement from the entry time. Stanley Phipps in 2nd. Harry Gould in 3rd.
Clear the pool, swimmers.
Late heat 3.
Take your marks.
Lane 0 from Bexley is Oscar Ruckus. 1 from RTW Monson, Orlando Clary. 2 from Bromley, Harry Crawford. 3 from Herne Bay, Sebastian Westcombe. 4 from Thanet Swim is Rudy Walters. William Narroway, also of Thanet Swim, is in 5. In 6 from Dartford is Kai O'Donnell. 7 from Bromley, Ruben Charlesworth. In 8 from Dover is Fletcher Friend. 9 from Greenwich is Max Foster. In they come, and the fastest of them in lane 7, Ruben Charlesworth of Bromley, dipping in at 1:28.02. Kai O'Donnell and Orlando Clary, the top 3. Heat 4.
Take your marks.
Lane 0 from Thanet is Remy Page. In 1 from Tunbridge, Freddie Parton. 2 from Folkestone is Beau Hall. In 3 from Herne Bay, Jack Hicks. Oliver Nicol of RTW Monson, he's in 4. Alongside him in lane 5 from Folkestone is Joseph Freya. In 6 from Beckenham is Yahya Mameri. 7 from Thanet Swim is Lyndon Smith. 8 from Orpington is Denier Alpiev. And in 9 from Maidstone is Thomas Henderson. Lane 3, Jack Hicks of Herne Bay. Clear water between him and everybody else. He's going to touch in at 125.64. Very much set his stall out there, Jack, as Bo Hall is second and Yahya Mahameri is in third.
Clear the pool by the side, please swimmers. Clear the pool by the side.
Heat 5.
Take your marks.
Lane 0 from Edenbridge is Thomas Salter. 1 from Bromley, Hayden Yip. 2 from Orpington is Andre Smith. 3 from Greenwich is Peter Adrianov. 4 from Gravesend, Adrian Yankolescu. 5 from Whitecliffs is Riley Danko. 6 from Greenwich, Albert Mack. 7 from Thanet is Parker Pollard. 8 from Maidstone, Sam Sloan. And in 9 from Bromley is Alec Vegorek. Steady away in lane 7 there, Parker Pollard of Thanet Swim. 121.78. Good cheer for him as he hit the wall. Same with Thomas Salter on that far side as well.
Clear the pool, swimmers, please. Clear the pool.
Heat 6. Another full complement for this one. Lane 0 from Ashford is Michael Nachev. In 1 from Folkestone, Harry Stavely. Teammate Oliver Freer is next to him in 2. Lane 3 from Bromley is Theo Lovell. 4 from Sevenoaks is Kai Ingerfield. In lane 5 from Tunbridge is Adrian Akhmedeyev. In 6 from Thanet is Charlie May. 7 from Sevenoaks is Clark Moulton Brady. Alexander Lovov of Greenwich is in 8. And in 9 from Edenbridge is Leo Heath. Waiting for the confirmation of those times there. Kai Ingerfield, 1:22.8. He is the quickest in that heat, just waiting for the confirmation. Heat 7.
Take your marks.
And away we go with heat 7. Lane 0 from Bromley, Aaron Davies. In 1 from Thanet Swim is George Monks. 2 from Bromley is Jack Miller. And 3 from Greenwich, Ethan Mendez Lerin. 4 from Medway is Harrison Oliver. 5 from Erith is James Cusell. And 6 from Bromley is Ben Crane Tingle. And 7 also from Bromley is Fabio Mida Bayards. Lane 8 from Sevenoaks is Seth Massam. And in 9 from Saxon Crown, Lenny Lewis. Very level as they come in to the final throws of this one. Lane 6, Ben Crane Tingle. Lane 3, Ethan Mendez Lerin. Very little between them in the end, 0.43 seconds. Sees Ben Tingle take that heat. 1:21.11. Heat 8. Slight delay just before that one, just to ramp up the anticipation for these 10 swimmers. Going in heat 8 out of 18 in this, the boys 100-metre backstroke. 0 from Whitecliff's Stanley Preston, 1 from Greenwich, William Craggs, 2 S14 swimmer from Dover is Ashton Platts, 3 from Ashford, William Watson, 4 from Edenbridge, Noah Jones, 5 from Dover is Miles van Delden, 6 representing Saxon Crown, Lucian Williams, and 7 from RTW Monson, Henry Webb. Benjamin Curd of Larkfield is in 8, and in 9 from Herne Bay is Jacob Coleman. Lane 4, Noah Jones, cruising in 1:18.15. Almost 1.5 seconds ahead of the rest of the pool. More improvements on entry times across the board. Heat 9. Halfway through this first boys event of the day. Girls coming up with 100 breast as well after this, and then we'll have the men's timed event to round off the heats. That will be the 200 fly, and then we'll have our age group breast and back finals. Lane 0 from Dover is Lawrence Scott, 1 from Tunbridge, Ivan Kulic, in 2 from Dover, Alex Scott, 3 from Dartford, Rocco Pallant, 4 from Sittingbourne, Aronas Balakas, 5 from RTW Monson, another big birthday for them, turning 12 today, happy birthday to Jax Marshall, 6 from Herne Bay is Jacob Rust, and 7 is Dominic Whitworth, 8 Harvey O'Connell, 9 Zakia Cuthbert. Jacob Rust, 1:16.16. Fastest in that heat. Jax Marshall, the birthday boy, 1:17.94. Heat 10. Just to bring you notification of a DQ in this event, 2:02, Heat 8, Lane 9. That's a DQ in Heat 8, Lane 9 of this event for a technical infraction. 8-10, lane 0 from Dover, Logan West. In 1 from RTW Monson, Phoenix Clary. 2 from Beachfield, Maxwell Goodyear. 3 from Bexley is Gabriel Pereira Gil. 4 from Bromley, Leo Maros. 5 representing Maidstone is Romeo Ball. 6 from Bromley is Arthur Driver. Lane 7 is Gabriel Marsh from RTW Monson. Lane 8 from Maidstone, another birthday, turning 13 today. Happy birthday to Oliver Martin. In lane 9 from RTW Monson is Ho Ching Yao. Romeo Ball, very close, hard fought thing in the end between him and Arthur Driver, but it is Romeo Ball on 1:13.08. Heat 11.
Take your mark.
From 0 to 9 in this heat, from top to bottom, George O'Connell, Archie Anderson, Toby Simmons, Oliver Bellaby Brown, Ben Negus, Jack Mock, Cyril Ong, Thomas De Cruz, Andre Nemo, and Alan Bisht. Good swimming in lane 1 from Archie Anderson from Sittingbourne. He's going to touch in 109.43. Tips under the 110 mark there. Big improvement on the entry. Thomas Cruz and Jake Mock completing the fastest 3. Heat 12.
Take your marks.
From 0 to 9, James Kennerall, William Preston, Noah Willard, Charlie Braid, Harrison Wilkins, Louis Strauss, Jay Burrow, Alexander Mielkowski, Elliot Hogben, Arlo Shaw. Well, there's three that are pretty level. Clearing on the near side, Arlo Shaw of Bromley. He does get the quickest touch as well, ahead of Noah Willard. Third spot, Harrison Wilkins.
Clear the pool by the side. The swimmers, clear the pool by the side.
Heat 13.
Stand down, swimmers. Take your marks.
And 0 from Black Lion is Sonny Williams. In 1 from Tunbridge is Jian Ming Lee. 2 from Sevenoaks, Dane Rawkins. 3 from Ashford, Oscar Berens. From Thanet in 4 is Ruben Smith. Lane 5 from Sevenoaks, William Bowen. Elliot Botton. Vanacore from Beckenham is in 6. 7, Tristan Linder from Sittingbourne. Lane 8 from Sevenoaks is Lucas Sanders. And in 9 from Ashford is Henry Warren. It's looking good in lane 1 for Jian Ming Lee of Tunbridge. Looking very good indeed, 106.47. The winning time in that heat. Lucas Sanders in second, Dane Rawkins third. Heat 14.
Take your marks.
Way 0 from Bexley, Jack Hodge. And then 1, Cole Mathema from Thanet. 2 from Beckenham, Thomas Love. 3, Alexander Tollett from RTW Monson. 4 from Thanet is Edward Williams. 5 from Black Line is Luca Russell Gridley. 6 from Herne Bay is Xavier Curtis. 7, Nick Wood from Ashford. And 8 from Bromley is Hao Ming Du. And 9 from Dover, Charlie King.
Clear the pool by the side. Clear the pool by the side.
Big well done to Nick Wood in that heat. Touching in with a time of 1:06.19. Heat 15.
Take your marks.
Go on, Daniel!
In 0 is Finley Smith. 1, Lara Tien Dada. 2, James Belton. 3, Joshua Mason. 4, F. Montanari Brown. 5, Patamali Mangat. 6, Sonny Landerman. 7, Ben Tewson. 8, Daniel Harding. 9, Damian Dadkoff. Let's have a look down the middle. That's where the first touch comes in from Greenwich's F. Montanari Brown.
Clear the pool from the side, please.
1:07.42 there the time. Heat 16. Lane 0 is Nathaniel Turner. 1, Otis Goldthorpe. 2, Oliver Good. 3, Louis Harvey. 4 is Joshua Hill. 5, Rowan Bissett. 6, Edward Evans. 7, Finn Jackson. 8, Aaron Magukkanen. And 9 is Ayatunde Dauda. Joshua Hill, 104.04, really setting the pace in that one. Ayatunde Dauda as well, 104.91 in second. Heat 17.
Take your marks.
Penultimate heat. Can we break the 60-second mark in this one? Lane 0 is Jude RCSS in 1, Thomas Atkins. 2, Henry Shepherd. 3, Michael Banks. 4, Vince Mock. 5, Albert Brooks. Jerry Sykes in 6. James Segru in 7. Hayden Annan in 8. And Thomas Ellershaw in lane 9. Good swimming in lanes 3 and 8 in particular. Michael Banks and Hayden Annan, in they come, and it's Hayden Annan, 101.8. Just a tenth of a second ahead of Michael Banks. Vince Mock in third. Heat 18.
Take your marks.
Final heat of this event. Fastest 10 entrants in this one. They are in lane 0. Thanet Swims, Philip Grigoris. 1 from Black Lion, Oscar Collier. 2 from Thanet Swim, Harry Cox. 3 from Beckenham, Jeremiah Carnegie. 4 is Bromley's Henry Norman. Archie Hawkins of Thanet Swim is in 5. In lane 6 from RTW Monson is Aaron Bissett. Lane 7 from Gravesend, Thomas Long. In 8 from Larkfield, Jack Brown. And in lane 9 from Bromley, Hayden Sanders. Well, lane 4, Henry Norman of Bromley, making that look simple. 59.44 the time. The one and only time in that event, sub 60. Thomas Long second, Aaron Bissett third. Next event is the girls' 100 meter breaststroke, heat 1. So the next 19 heats are all girls 100 meter breaststroke heats this event, concluding later in the session where we'll have our finals. 7 age categories in total. We've got the 10 and 11, 12-year-old, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then the 17 and over. That's the same for both the girls and the boys. So in this first heat, in lane 2 from Black Lion, Gracie Brown. 3 from Edenbridge, Macy Calvert. 4 from Erith is Esgrave de Peralta. 5 from Beckenham is Nicole Martinez. And 6 from Greenwich is Zoe Mendez Larin. So pushing it and pushing each other right towards the last in the central lanes, 4 and 5. It's going to be a close one, but in the end it is Nicole Martinez of Beckenham, 1:45.26. Heat 2. Lane 0 from Edenbridge is Phoebe Mace. No lane 1. In lane 2 from White Oak, Florence Chelton. In 3 from Bexley, Effie Sun. Beckenham's Jessica Morgan is in lane 4. Then in 5 and 6 from Erith, we have Beatrice Lennon and Elsie Regan. 7 from Gravesend, Kira Munready. Esme Lattimore of RTW Monson is in lane 8. Lane 9 from Bexley, Amelia McKennis. Again, very even right in front of us as they come towards the final embers of this heat. It has Kira Munready in lane 7, just getting ahead in front of Florence Chelton, it seems. Very close, right to the end. In fact, it's the 3 nearest lanes that get the 3 quickest times. Kira Munready from Emilia Mexenas and Esme Lattimore in 3rd. Heat 3. Another full complement in the pool. White Oaks, Zofia Radzika is in lane 0. In 1 from Faversham, Emma Hyduin. 2 from Bromley, Kinza Namawaya. In 3 from Maidstone, Olivia Chaves Fagush. 4 from Orpington is Miranda Huang. 5 representing RTW Monson is Kyla Fornasia. 6 from Whitecliffs is Isabel Clements. 7 from Herne Bay is Leah Ross. Esme Singh from Medway in 8. And 9 from Maidstone, Anise Pereira. Miranda Huang in lane 4 with the bit between her teeth, the Orpington swimmer. With a fine performance indeed, 1:38.26. Over 1.5 seconds ahead of that of Zofia Radzika, who put in a good swim there in lane 0 on the far side. And then finishing in 3rd, Olivia Chaves Fagush. Heat 4. Right, listen up, we have our finalists for the boys 100-metre backstroke. I'll just run through these now. Please note though, if you wish to withdraw, you have less than 10 minutes to do so. We need withdrawals by 11:32. So these are the finalists. Hayden Yip, Jack Hicks, Alexander Lvov, Aaron Davies, William Craggs, Parker Pollard, Thomas Salter, Charlie May, Sam Sloan and George Monks. 2 reserves for that one, Ruben Charlesworth and Albert Mack. In the 12-year age group, Jack Miller, Stanley Preston, Rocco Pallant, Ivan Kulik, Jax Marshall, Noah Jones, Kai Ingerfield, Ben Crane Tingle, Ethan Mendez-Lerin, Benjamin Curd, and the 2 reserves, Lenny Lewis and Harrison Oliver. So if I've just read your name, you are in the final or a reservist, but if you are Wanting to withdraw, you have until 11:32 to do so, and I'll read the remaining ones out in the next heat. Heat 5. Right, let's rattle through the rest of the finalists for the boys' 100-metre backstroke. Reminder, if you wish to withdraw, you've not got much time. 11:32 is the cutoff. So, in the 13-year final, Oliver Martin, Logan West, Phoenix Clary, Romeo Ball, Dane Rawkins, Thomas De Cruz, Gabriel Pereira-Gill, Jacob Rust, Gabriel Marsh, Alex Scott. The two reserves, William Watson and Lucian Williams. In the 14 years final will be Arthur Driver, Toby Simmons, Alexander Mielkowski, Harrison Wilkins, Hayden Sanders, Arlo Shaw, Charlie Braid, Jake Mock, Ruben Smith, Maxwell Goodyear. The two reserves, Elliot Hogburn and Leo Maros. In 15 years final, Damien Dadkoff, Lucas Sanders, Otis Goldthorpe, Louis Harvey, Henry Shepherd, Ayatunde Dauda, Thomas Ellershaw, Rowan Bissett, Alana Tiendada, Tristan Linder. The two reserves, Noah Willard and Homing Du. 16 years, Aaron McGannon, Thomas Atkins, Edward Evans, Albert Brooks, Jeremiah Carnegie, Joshua Hill, Philip Gregoris, Oliver Good, Edward Williams and William Bowen. Two reserves, Elliot Botten, Vanacore and Ben Tucson. And then the 17 years and over, Oscar Collier, Harry Cox, Michael Banks, Aaron Bissett, Henry Norman, Thomas Long, Hayden Annan, Archie Hawkins, Jack Brown and Vince Mock. And the two reserves, Jerry Sykes and James Subgrew. Please, if you wish to withdraw, you've got until 11:32. A big well done to all the finalists. Heat 6. Well, let's get back to the action then here at the London Aquatic Centre on this Saturday morning. The Kent ASA Swimming Championships 2025. Great to have you all along in venue or wherever you're watching on the live stream. Of course, you can catch all the action live over the next couple of days or watch it back whenever you like. In the pool for this one, this Heat 6 of the girls' 100-metre breaststroke. Molly Seckham is in lane 0. In lane 1, Chloe Mancarias. In lane 2 is Neve Sedgwick. 3, Harriet May. 4, Safia Chaturvedi. 5, Alice Jarvis. 6, Annabelle Chevis. 7, Ornella Garash. In 8 is Isabella Esterhausen. And in 9 is Florence Hall. Almost simultaneously in lanes 2 and 3, Neve Cedric and Harriet May are bobbing along next to each other at a very similar rate. The yellow cap of Neve Cedric, the red cap of Harriet May, and the dead heat call between the two of them, 132.85. It quite literally does not get any closer than that. And in third spot, Isabella Esterhausen on 134 dead. Heat 7. Heat 7 underway. Lane 0 from Bexley is Sonia Khan. In 1 from Greenwich is Helena Cowell. In 2 from Saxon Crown is Lila Gibb. In 3 is Dartford's Ifioma Serena Odia. In 4 from Bromley, Ella Jenkins. 5 from Medway, Anya Agrout. In 6 from Herne Bay, Annabelle Lott. 7 is Eris Chloe Bragg. In 8 from Edenbridge is Eliza Smackad, and in 9 from Maidstone, Anna Mixkey. Yep, and just to let you know that the withdrawal period is now over for the finals of that boys 100 metre backstroke. No more withdrawals allowed now. Big well done to Ella Jenkins in that heat. Fastest going into it, fastest in the pool, 128.06. Heat 8. Lane 0 from Folkestone is Simona Manova. In 1 from Bromley, Lina Allen. 2 from Sevenoaks is Isabella Brown. In 3 from Dover is Mia Golding. 4 from Thanet Swim, Elsie Leach. In 5 from Dover, Autumn McCann. Victoria Griffin of Dover is in 6. 7 from White Oak, Charlie Hall. 8 from Edenbridge is Sophia Smackay. And in 9 from Thanet is Lila Collins. Good swimming in lane 6 from Victoria Griffin of Dover. She's got a couple of her teammates up with her. Mia Golding in lane 3, Autumn McCann as well in lane 5. Very close alongside one another. Whoever wins this, they're likely to be of a Dover persuasion. Coming in there then in lane 6 will indeed be Victoria Griffin, 125.94. It will be a Dover 1-2-3 with Mia Golding and Autumn McCann completing the fastest trio. Heat 9. Full house in Heat 9, where in lane 0 from Tunbridge is Iona Winifrith. In 1, her teammate Isla Owen. 2 from Erith District, Jessica Churchill. 3 from Beckenham, Myla Poulton. 4, also from Beckenham, is Ayana Williams. Lane 5 from Greenwich, Maria Lydia Lvova. 6, Herne Bay's Amelia Elliott. Lane 7 from Bromley, Taya Kempton. 8 from Greenwich is Elizabeth Sanders. And Aziel Ong of Thanet is in 9. We're going about a business there in lane 4, and with the quickest time in that heat, Ayana Williams, 1:25.11. 3 seconds ahead of everyone else. Heat 10. In 0 from Maidstone, Amelia James. 1 from White Oak, Amelia Farhurst. In 2 from Herne Bay, Eloise Clark. Neve Miller is of Sevenoaks and she's in lane 3. Alongside lane 4, Sophie Dearsley of Greenwich. 5 from Saxon is Ruth Allen. 6 from Herne Bay is Madison Hinton. Lane 7 from Bromley is Mary Charlesworth. Orpington's Kelly Spond in 8, and in 9 from White Oak is Sonia Yang. So first touch coming in there is Amelie Farhurst of White Oak, 1:24.75. Just ahead of Neve Miller. Heat 11. If you've left your iPhone on poolside, I've got it with me on the announcer's desk. So do please come and get it. So if you are looking for your iPhone, I've got it with me on the announcer's desk just in front of the timing suite. Heat 11 well underway. Let's have a look at the halfway point who we've got in the pool here. Jessica Bathurst in 0. In 1, Evelyn Gillivan. 2, Elsie Saffer. 3, Esme Cawthorne. Annabelle Warren in 4. Erin Davey in 5. Tilly Pollard in 6. Sum Yao Se in 7. Ella Ramsey in 8. And Tyler J. Thomas in lane 9. Merging strongly in lanes 3 and 5, Esme Cawthorne of Edenbridge and Erin Davey of Sevenoaks. It's going to be one of those two. It's Erin Davey, 1:23.92, fewer than 2/10 separating her and Esme Cawthorne. Sum Yao Se in 3rd. Heat 12.
Sorry, I'm being a pain. Sorry.
Those screens are fun, aren't they? Certainly wake you up if you're not awake already. Let's have a look at Heat 12, lane 0. El Spelek Putasharian. In lane 1, Isabel Savage. 2, Amelia Macy. 3, Ramona Hall. 4, Daisy Campbell. 5, Ailish O'Hara. No lane 6 or 9, but in 7 and 8, Isabel Healy and Martha May Doran. Isabel Healy of Greenwich really stretching herself beyond the rest of the pool. 1:23.17 her time, nearly 2 whole seconds ahead of Daisy Campbell, who touches in next. Martha Doran in 3rd. Heat 13. Lane 0 from Sittingbourne, Heidi Cox. Amelia Fishner of Tunbridge is in 1. 2 from Erithan District, Rose Tanner Rush. Samantha Bettle of Sevenoaks is in 3. The 2 Hollies in 4 and 5, both from Edenbridge, Colvert and Salter. 6 from Thanet Swim is Alexa Miles. Imogen Gambrel of White Oak is in 7. Lane 8, Sasha Smith from Larkfield. Lane 9 from Bexley, Abigail Fosh. Lane 4, Holly Calvert of Edenbridge. Looking quite good there, actually. 124.1 was the entry, 121.95 the time in the pool. Holly Salter squeezes herself into second ahead of Amelia Fisher. Heat 14. When they come to the wall, and it was a close one, but ultimately lane 5, Billy Balach of RTW Monson with the fastest time in the heat. Heat 15. Just a reminder, if you are trying to find your iPhone and you're pinging away on it, it is currently on the announcer's desk on poolside near the timing suite. Please come and get it when you're able to. Thank you. Heat 15. This thing's really hot up now. Lane 5, Olivia Cooley of RTW Monson. Looks like it'll be back-to-back heat victories for her team. Both from lane 5 as well. Billy in the previous one. Could be Olivia here now. A sizable advantage over everybody else in the pool, but what is the time? That's what matters. 119.39. Lola Borner second, 121.83, and May Davies in third. Heat 16. Into the wall first. In heat 16 there. As we move on to heat 17. Lane 4, Chloe Desiderio of Dover. 1:18.59. Poppy Taylor second. Jessica Evans third. Heat 18. Good swim in lane 2 from Zoe Tollett. RTW Monson, 1:17 on the nose. And she touches ahead of Veronique Crozet. Heat 19. Well, this final heat, and it's one of the closest yet. Imogen Miles just beating Amali Smith to it by less than the 10th of a second. Our next event is the boys 200 meter butterfly heat 1.
Take your marks.
Okay, so we have our girls finalists for the 100 meter breaststroke later on. A reminder, there's a 10-minute window for withdrawals, so I'll read the names as quickly as possible. Please make sure if you're not planning to swim that final later in the session, you let us know at the timing suite in the next 10 minutes. So in the 10 and 11 year group, Enya Du, Georgia Collins, Miranda Huang, Annie Allen, Evie Van Beers, Eliza Smakaj, Alice Jarvis, Zofia Radzika, Audrey Jenkins, Alice Lee. 2 reserves, Nia Michael, Lila McHenry. In the 12-year group, Helena Chow, Neve Sedgwick, Charlie Hall, Lila Gibb, Efioma Serena Odia, Autumn McCain, Anya Agrawal, Chloe Bragg, Harriet May, Isabella Esterhosen. 2 reserves, Anna Mixie and Safia Chaturvedi. In the 13-year age group, El Spalak Putacharan of Maidstone, Amelia Fairhurst, Holly Salter, Elia Daly Allison, Eva Kane, Martha Rickard, Isabel Healy, Esme Cawthorne, Ayana Williams, Victoria Griffin. The 2 reserves, Elsie Safa and Sonia Yang. In the 14-year age group, Amelia Fisher, Chloe Shue, Billy Balak, Lola Borna, Olivia Quiller, Jessica Evans, Holly Calvert, Katie Miller, Erin Davey, Brooke McGregor. 2 reserves, Sum Yao Tse, Ella Ramsey. In the 15-year age group, May Davies, Ellen Duncan, Isla Ross, Larry Williams, Josephine Lawn, Zoe Tollett, Olivia Cooley, Amelia Ashton, Emma Whiffin, Ruby Barker. The 2 reserves, Kobisha, Mahendra Kumar and Olivia Norley. So 12-10 is the cut-off for withdrawals. I'll go through the next two finals shortly. Heat 2. So a big well done to the rest of our finalists in the girls 100 metre breaststroke. Again, let us know by 12 if you're withdrawing. So in the 16-year age group, Jessica Perkins, Poppy Taylor, Abby Nelson, Veronique Crozet, Imogen Miles, Amali Smith, Jessica Shue, Alex Bruggemeyer, Evie Croucher, Tabitha Bonner. Two reserves, Mia Hughes and Daniela Coles. And in the 17 years and over group, Molly Fordyce, Heidi Wolkin, Chloe Desiderio, Lan Lay, Scarlett Davey, Amelia Oliver, Natasha Greer, Molly Lone, Louisa Pollard, Isabel Dill Russell. Two reserves, Leah Watson and Jessica Goodwin. And a big well done to Iona Winifrith of Tunbridge, winning the para event in the girls 100 metre breaststroke. So the cut-off for those withdrawals, 12. All right, back to the pool. This the 200 fly event. There are only one opportunity for each of the swimmer to swim this race. The only finals at the end of this session will be the girls 100 breast and the boys 100 back. Grueling event, but down the middle, giving it their all. Lane 4, George Monks of Thanet. Lane 5, Ivan Kulik of Tunbridge. Both well aware of one another's presence. Looks like a strong finish in the yellow cap for Ivan Kulik of Tunbridge. 10th of a second separated them on the entry times, and in the pool here, it's just over a second in the end. Ivan Kulik doing a good job ahead of George Monks, the two of them keeping each other right on their toes and delighted with those times as well, and rightly so. Heat 3. In the pool in Heat 3, we have Lawrence Scott of Dover, Mikhail Krot of Dartford. Lane 2, another birthday from Maidstone. Happy birthday to Oliver Martin on his 13th birthday, going in lane 2. Lane 3 from Ashford, Rowan Andrews. Nathan Savage of Thanet is in 4. In 5 from Greenwich is Aaron Chen. Jax Marshall, another of the birthday boys, he's in lane 6 from RTW Monson. Rocco Pallen from Dartford is in 7. In 8 from Bromley, Charles John. And in 9 from Dover is Alex Scott. Right on cue, in they come. Nathan Savage first to touch on 2:44.59. Then Aaron Chen and Rowan Andrews. The top 3 in Heat 3. Heat 4. Lane 0 from Maidstone is Romeo Ball. 1 from Herne Bay, Kieran Hicks. 2 from Ashford is Thomas Gower. 3 is Thanet Swims Harry Thompson. 4 from Maidstone is Noah Teodorescu. And 5 from Bromley is Leo Maros. In 6, George Beardsmore from Black Lion. 7 from Saxon Crown, Harry Gibb. 8 from Bromley, Damien Dadkov. 9 from RTW Monson is Ho Ching Yao. Well, comfortable victory for Noah Teodorescu, but he had to work for it. 2:36.7, big strides away from his entry time. Harry Thompson in second, Harry Gibb in third. Lots of smiles at the end of that heat. Heat 5.
Take your marks.
Underway with heat 5 of 7. And then after that 7th heat will be all of our finals to round off this morning's session, this Saturday in East London at the Kent ASA Swimming Championships 2025. We've got a full pool. Let's meet them. Lane 0 from Sevenoaks is Oliver Ratchford. 1 from Beckenham, Thomas Love. 2 representing Black Lion, Jackson Lima. In 3 from Sevenoaks, Jacob Mile. William West of Thanet is in 4. In 5 from Erith and District, Samuel Holt. Lane 6, Bromley's Riley Gillam. Lane 7 from Greenwich is F. Montanari Brown. Zhang Min Lee of Tunbridge is in 8. And from RTW Monson in lane 9 is Alexander Milkowski. Lane 7, the white cap peeking in front, F. Montanari Brown of Greenwich. Right till the end, really strong performance. 2:25.77, again, big improvements across the board on the entry times. William West second, Thomas Love in third. Heat 6. Halfway through this 6th heat, and in lane 0 from Erith and District, Ewan Kane. We have no lane 1 in this heat, but in lane 2 from Tunbridge is Charles Dunstan. And we have a couple of Bromleys in 3 and 4, Albert Brooks and Brian Dinev. Beckenham's Edward Evans is in 5. And then we have a Bromley trio. Hayden Sanders in 6, Azret Delanan in 7, Charlie Braid in 8. And then completing the pool in lane 9 from Saxon Crown is Ayatunda Dauda. This one seems to be going to form. The fastest entrants in the centre of the pool are the ones leading everybody else, and particularly in lane 4, with real wind in his sails, is Brian Dinev of Bromley, who entered this event on 2:20.01. He's the most experienced one in this heat, and he is leading by at least a length or so now. Into the red zone he comes. He's going to touch the wall and get a time of 2:20.37. Edward Evans kept a pace with him, just a couple of seconds behind in the end, and Charles Dunstan in 3rd. Heat 7.
Take your marks.
Right then, final heat of the morning, and in they come for the final throws of it now, and plenty of good pace being set across the pool. The only swim they get in this event, it's all or nothing, and making sure his swam counted there. Cheng Zedwan of RTW Monson, 2:10.22. Tom Hawkins 2nd, Archie Hawkins 3rd.
Swimmers, clear the water please by the side, thank you.
So, ladies and gents, it's time to bring the noise for our first final of the day. It's the girls' 10 to 11-year-old 100-meter breaststroke. Lane 0, Enya Ju. Lane 1, Georgia Collins. Lane 2, Miranda Huang. Lane 3, Annie Allen. Lane 4, Evie Van Beers. Lane 5, Eliza Smakaj. Lane 6, Alice Jarvis. Lane 7, Zofia Radzika. Lane 8, Audrey Jenkins. And lane 9, Alice Lee. This is the girls' 10 to 11-year-old 100-meter breaststroke final.
Take your marks.
Well, great to hear. We've got at least one horde in the crowd giving their support for their teammate out in the pool. This is the first of a packed set of finals we've got to end this opening session on this Saturday in East London. I think we've definitely got more than one horde, in fact. As we look at the pool, fastest entrant in this final, swimming earlier today, Evie Van Beers of Sevenoaks, her time of 1:33.02. Just over half a second quicker than that of nearest rival Eliza Smakaj of Edenbridge next to her in lane 5. But at the start of this one, it's neither of them leading the way. It's Alice Jarvis in lane 6 of Bromley, who was over 3 seconds off the pace in order to be the quickest for this final. But she's found her A game, it seems, here, certainly in the first 3 quarters of this final. Can she hold on going into the final 25 metres now? She's the one to beat, Alice Jarvis in the white cap in lane 6. But good pace all the way through from Evie Beers in lane 4 from Sevenoaks. It looks as though the lead may have just changed hands here as they come in towards the final 10 metres or so now. That pocket of 3 who have led the whole way, but it looks like it will be Evie Van Beers of Sevenoaks touching in. 1:31.67 the winning time. Alice Jarvis second. Eliza Smakaj in third. Next, it's the 12 years final. Lane 0, Helena Cow. Lane 1, Harriet May. Lane 2, Charlie Hall. Lane 3, Lila Gibb. Lane 4, Ifioma Serena Odaya. Lane 5, Autumn McCann. Lane 6, Anya Agrawal. Lane 7, Chloe Bragg. Lane 8, Neve Sedgwick. And lane 9, Isabella Esterhausen. This is the girls' 12 years 100-meter breaststroke final. Well, great noise inside the London Aquatic Centre for these finals. And I'm sure there's plenty watching on with interest as well on the live stream. Cracking final to get things started off with. It always is extremely interesting across a 100-metre breaststroke just to see the lead change hands. All about who finishes the strongest. But that said, out like a flash in lane 5 here, Autumn McCain of Dover, really trying to throw down the gauntlet to everybody else in the pool. She was just 2 tenths behind Serena Odia of Dartford in lane 4 next to her. The battle seemingly will be between those two, but of course it's all about those 3 spots on the podium, not just top one. And lane 3 Lila Gibb looked pretty neck and neck, it seemed, with Anya Agrawal on the turn in lane 6. What might change there? It's tightening up in the centre as well. That lead that Autumn McCann had at the halfway point seems to have evaporated. Can she get it back? But also trying to get a grip of this one in lane 4 is Serena Odaya as well. The two of them so close to the wall, and Autumn McCann just clings on by the skin of her teeth to her delight. 1:26.12 the time, just 0.05 of a second winning the way, but what a race. Next, it's the 13 years final. In lane 0, Lucinda Spalek-Putakarian. Lane 1, Amelie Fairhurst. Lane 2, Holly Salter. Lane 3, Elia Daly Allison. Lane 4, Eva Kane. Lane 5, Martha Rickard. Lane 6, Isabel Healy. Lane 7, Esme Cawthorne. Lane 8, Ayana Williams. Lane 9, Victoria Griffin. This is the girls' 13 years 100 metre breaststroke final.
Take your marks.
Well, 2 exhilarating finals so far. Including this one, 5 to go in the girls' 100 metre breaststroke event. Who will lay claim to the title in the 13-year age group? At the moment, Eva Kane of Erith and District getting all that support from those in red on the far side. And with the red cap, she is the one in command at the moment, trying to get away with the heels. Martha Rickard of Bromley in lane 5, but the gap just seems to be too much coming into the final few meters of this one. Strong throughout. Eva Kane wins it. Brilliant swimming. 1:19.46 the winning time. It's time for the 14 years final. In lane 0, Amelia Fisher. Lane 1, Chloe Hsu. Lane 2, Billy Balak. Lane 3, Lola Buona. Lane 4, Olivia Quiller. Lane 5, Jessica Evans. Lane 6, Holly Colvert. Lane 7, Katie Miller. Lane 8, Erin Davey. Lane 9, Brooke McGregor. This is the girls' 14 years 100 metre breaststroke final.
Take your marks.
Well, Olivia Quiller, excellent earlier in the heats, 1:15.01. Not just the best in this age group, but one of the best in some of the others as well. Really outstanding swim, and it, on paper, sets her apart from the rest of the pool, but who knows what may have changed from the morning heats to this final. At the minute, not a great deal is the answer, because Olivia Quiller of Maidstone is the one leading the way. A length and a half or so behind her is Jessica Evans of RTW Monson, but she's going at a better pace than she was this morning, but can't quite keep up here with Olivia Quiller, who is putting on quite a performance today here in London, and it looks as though the Maidstone swimmer is going to come home and claim first spot down the centre of the pool, 1:15.86, slower than the heat, but both excellent swims to claim the 14-year title. Let's meet your 15 years finalists. In lane 0, May Davies. Lane 1, Ellen Duncan. Lane 2, Isla Ross. Lane 3, Lowry Williams. Lane 4, Josephine Lawn. Lane 5, Zoe Tollett. Lane 6, Olivia Cooley. Lane 7, Amelia Ashton. Lane 8, Emma Whiffen. Lane 9, Ruby Barker. This is the girls' 15 years 100 metre breaststroke final.
Take your marks.
Great noise in the crowd, and a pretty even start here as well. Fastest qualifier, Josephine Lawn, is getting ahead above the parapet. Either side of her, stiff competition will come from Lowry Williams of RTW Monster in lane 3 and her teammate Zoe Tollett in lane 5. And at the turn, it is those central three, the fastest three from the heats, who are the fastest three right now as well. What competition might come from the rest of the pool? The nearest challenger for that top 3 spot, lane 6, Olivia Cooley of RTW Monson, down the middle. And at the minute, that seems to be where the first place continues to lie. Lane 4, Josephine Lawn this time of Bromley is the one leading it home, carrying on at this fantastic pace and touching in at 1:13.55. Second spot, Zoe Tollett. Third, Lowry Williams. Now it's the 16 years final. In lane 0, Jessica Perkins. Lane 1, Poppy Taylor. Lane 2, Abby Nelson. Lane 3, Veronique Crozet. Lane 4, Imogen Miles. Lane 5, O'Malley Smith. Lane 6, Jessica Shue. Lane 7, Alex Bruggemeyer. Lane 8, Evie Croucher. And lane 9, Tabitha Bonner. This is the girls' 16 years 100 metre breaststroke final.
Swimmers, stand down, please, stand down. Take your marks.
Well, what a tussle we've got down the centre here. Lanes 4 and 5. Imogen Miles of Sevenoaks and Amali Smith of RTW Monson. They are neck and neck when they made that turn, and there's not much separating them now on the back straight either. Plenty of noise coming, particularly from the Sevenoaks crew, to try and back Imogen Miles, but Amali Smith getting backed all the way towards the wall. This is a straight shootout, and it is Amali Smith who has done it. What a swim between the front two there. Amali pipping Imogen to it. Both well ahead of the rest of the pool, but it is Veronique Crozet who gets third. Let's meet the finalists for the 17 years and over. Lane 0, Molly Fordyce. Lane 1, Heidi Walkin. Lane 2, Chloe Desiderio. Lane 3, Lan Lay. Lane 4, Scarlett Davey. Lane 5, Amelia Oliver. Lane 6, Natasha Greer. Lane 7, Molly Lone. Lane 8, Louisa Pollard. Lane 9, Isabel Dale Russell. This is the girls' 17 years and over 100 metre breaststroke final.
Take your marks.
Well, this will have to be quite something to top the previous 5 or 6 finals we've had, should I say, in the 100 metre breaststroke. Some crackers so far right through the age groups, and some tremendous performances throughout as well. Some really worthy winners over the course of this session already. But what do the girls in the oldest category have in store here? Turning quickest at the halfway point, Scarlett Davey in lane 4 of Sevenoaks. She was just over a second quicker than that of Amelia Oliver of RTW Monson earlier on today, and it's a similar margin, if anything, between the two of them now as well. Lanley of Bexley in lane 3, just keeping herself among the argument. It is clearly a 3-horse race. Those 3 in the middle will be on the podium, but in what order? It looks as though it'll be going in the favour of Scarlett Davey to top that podium. Indeed it does. 1:14.14, the winning time. Now time for the boys 10 to 11-year-old 100 metre backstroke final. Lane 0, Hayden Yip. Lane 1, Jack Hicks. Lane 2, Alexander Lvov. Lane 3, Aaron Davies. Lane 4, William Craggs. Lane 5, Parker Pollard. Lane 6, Thomas Salter. Lane 7, Charlie May. Lane 8, Sam Sloan. Lane 9, George Monks. This is the boys' 10 to 11-year-old 100-meter backstroke final.
Take your mark.
Well, what an experience it is for these youngsters to be in an age group final at the London Aquatic Centre in front of all that noise, all that hype going into this race. Just a reminder for all coaches, any withdrawals have to be made by 1 p.m. To avoid a fine, please. All withdrawals by 1 p.m. You should have the link to be able to do this online, but if you are struggling doing it online, do please come down to the timing suite. Right, let's have a look at the pool. It's all about lane 4 and William Craggs of Greenwich, who's got such a sizable lead over everybody else. Must have been coasting in the heats earlier because it was pretty close earlier in the morning. But right now, it seems to be an unassailable advantage, and it's a question of who will be second and third. This is quite something from William Craggs in this backstroke final. Cool as you like, coasting into the wall, 1:17.74, 4 seconds quicker than what he produced earlier. Parker Pollard is second, and will be joined by Alexander Lvov on the podium. Now time for the 12 years final. Lane 0, Jack Miller. Lane 1, Stanley Preston. Lane 2, Rocco Palin. Lane 3, Ivan Kulik. Lane 4, Jax Marshall. Lane 5, Noah Jones. Lane 6, Kai Ingerfield. Lane 7, Ben Crane Tingle. Lane 8, Ethan Mendez-Lenin. Lane 9, Benjamin Kurd. This is the 12 years 100-meter backstroke final. Action coming thick and fast, and Noah Jones wasting no time in lane 5 with a super start for Edenbridge. First half of this race, and it clearly goes to him. The question will be, can he build on that? Can he at least maintain it going into the second half and hold on to first position? Competition coming right across the pool, including on the near side. Benjamin Kurd in lane 9 with a really positive start as well. And unsurprisingly, the birthday boy Jax Marshall in lane 4 for RTW Monson is in among the conversation as well. So really could be anybody's guess, that top 3. And in terms of first position, it only seems to be going one way right now. It was a strong start from Noah Jones, and he's not relented as he comes in towards the final few meters. It will be him that claims first position, dipping in at 1:16.75. Jax Marshall second, Ivan Kulik in third. Up next, it's the 13 years final. And in lane 0 is Oliver Martin. Lane 1, Logan West. Lane 2, Phoenix Clary. Lane 3, Romeo Ball. Lane 4, Dane Rawkins. Lane 5, Thomas De Cruz. Lane 6, Gabriel Pereira Gil. Lane 7, Jacob Rust. Lane 8, Gabriel Marsh. Lane 9, Alex Scott. This is the boys' 13 years, 100 meter backstroke final.
Take your marks.
Excellent final session so far, and the warm-up for the afternoon session will commence as soon as the last final is over. We estimate that to be just after 1 p.m, but as soon as that last final is over, the warm-up will begin. So if you are keen on the warm-up for the next session, do make sure you get yourself down to poolside in good time. We have 5 finals to go, including this one. And this one already rapidly going towards its conclusion. 25 meters to go, and there only seems to be one winner, and that would be from Sevenoaks, and it would be Dane Rawkins, who right now has got plenty of pull around him here, but no room for complacency. Thomas De Cruz in second spot, but won't get close enough to Dane Rawkins. In he comes, 107.78 the winning time, nearly 3 whole seconds ahead of Thomas Cruz. Romeo Ball in third. Now time for the 14 years final. Lane 0, Arthur Driver. Lane 1, Toby Simmons. Lane 2, Alexander Mielkowski. Lane 3, Harrison Wilkins. Lane 4, Hayden Sanders. Lane 5, Arlo Shaw. Lane 6, Charlie Braid. Lane 7, Jake Mock. Lane 8, Ruben Smith. Lane 9, Maxwell Goodyear. This is the boys' 14 years, 100 meter backstroke final. Well, whether you're in venue or watching on the live stream, I'm sure you'll agree that this Saturday session has been superb so far. These are the Kent County Swimming Championships 2025. The warm-up for the afternoon session coming up after the end of the last final. Start of competition will be an hour after that, so do make sure you stay with us for all the thrills and spills over the course of the afternoon. All withdrawals to be made by 1 p.m. and that warm-up will begin soon as the last final is done. Lane 4 here, Hayden Sanders, one of 4 Bromley swimmers in the pool, 3 of them clustered down the centre, but he's clearly going to take it beyond everybody in there. 104.89. Didn't have to go anywhere as quickly as he did in the heats, but it was enough anyway. Such is the gap between him and the rest of the pool, and he takes that final. Let's meet the finalists in the 15 years final. Lane 0, Damien Dadkoff. Lane 1, Lucas Sanders. Lane 2, Otis Goldthorpe. Lane 3, Louis Harvey. Lane 4, Henry Shepherd. Lane 5, Ayatunde Dauda. Lane 6, Thomas Ellershaw. Lane 7, Rowan Bissett. Lane 8, Lanratien Dada. Lane 9, Tristan Linda. This is the boys' 15 years, 100 meter backstroke final.
Stand down, swimmers. Swimmers, stand down. Take your marks.
Very even start to this one, and unsurprising when you look at the heat times that we had from earlier on today. It was Henry Shepherd who's the best of them, but about half a second or so between him and some of his nearest rivals. Can he extend a bit of an advantage here? He's leading the way now, but not by an awful lot. They're very close either side of that golden rope, lanes 3 and 4. Louis Harvey trying to put the pressure on Henry Shepherd here. It looks as though it's those two extending themselves out beyond the rest of the pool. But how close can it be to the wall? Henry Shepherd getting the touch ahead of Louis Harvey. And Otis Goldthorpe will lead home the rest of the pool to make the podium. Now it's time for the 16 years final. Lane 0, Aaron McCannon. Lane 1, Thomas Atkins. Lane 2, Edward Evans. Lane 3, Albert Brooks. Lane 4, Jeremiah Carnegie. Lane 5, Joshua Hill. Lane 6, Philip Grigoras. Lane 7, Oliver Good. Lane 8, Edward Williams. Lane 9, William Bowen. This is the boys' 16 years, 100 meter backstroke final.
Take your marks.
Penultimate race of the session. Reminder that after the next final, the warm-up will begin for the afternoons, and the swimming will commence, well, pretty much an hour after that. So do make sure you're sticking around with us. Quick break, back in the pool. Away we go for the fireworks on a Saturday afternoon in East London. What more could you wish for? But still business to be done in the pool, and right now, straight on to business from Beckenham in lane 4 is Jeremiah Carnegie, who was just over 60 seconds with his heat time earlier on here, but this is a blistering pace that he is setting in this final now that is blowing apart the rest of the pool. It's all about Jeremiah Carnegie. We'll come to the rest of the podium shortly, but it will be led by him, and he goes under 60 seconds, 59.71. Tremendous swim in the final from him. Joshua Hill second, Philip Gregoris in third. Now time for the 17 years and over final. Lane 0, Oscar Collier. Lane 1, Harry Cox. Lane 2, Michael Banks. Lane 3, Aaron Bissett. Lane 4, Henry Norman. Lane 5, Thomas Long. Lane 6, Hayden Annan. Lane 7, Archie Hawkins. Lane 8, Jack Brown. Lane 9, Vince Mock. This is the boys' 17 years and over 100 meter backstroke final.
Take your mark.
Right then, last race of what's been a cracking opening session on this Saturday at the Kent County Championships 2025. Great support as ever, and some great starts in the pool. Lane 4 you'd expect with Henry Norman of Bromley. He was the only one in the heats to go sub 60. Of course, we've just seen Jeremiah Carnegie match that now as well, but can he go any quicker? Will he be pushed on by some of the competition in the rest of the pool? It's a good start to the second half of this swim from Thomas Long, but has he got too much of a deficit to make up here? Gravesend swimmer just over 60 seconds earlier on today. He'll have to take a couple of seconds off that if he is to try and pip Henry Norman, who's still in front, still in charge, and he's going to come into the wall and take it. 59.06. Thomas Long in second and Archie Hawkins in third. Well, a big thank you to all our swimmers, coaches, great entertainment over the course of the session. And as ever, massive thanks to our officials, the referees, and all the volunteers. Brilliant session. The warm-up will now begin, so do make sure you're getting yourself down for the warm-up ASAP. We will be starting with the next set of competition at 2:10 this afternoon. So just over an hour. The warm-up starts now, and we'll be back for the start of the next session at 2:10.